Hi there, welcome back to another video. My name is Monica, a million Monica, over on Poshmark, where I am a full-time seller. And today I have another what sold quickly video for you. So specifically what sold quickly on Poshmark and eBay. Yes, eBay, I'm throwing that in there. So if you are at all interested in reseller related content, selling clothing online, and making money online, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And of course, give this video a thumbs up because that really helps me know what type of content that I should be making here on YouTube. And it really seems like you like these what sold videos. So if you have purchased from me in the past, just thank you so much. That truly means the world to me. If you've purchased any of these items, that is so fun. So let's dive in. Okay, first thing that sold really quickly that I'll be sharing is this vintage leather kind of lace-up corset statement belt. So fun and unique. And it sold for $20 super quickly. I think within the first 24 hours that it was even listed. Next, we have this pair of Cork Ease Burgundy Chelsea booties. They were a size 8, and these two sold within that 24-hour window of being listed for $45 via, it was a customer counter offer. We did go back and forth a little bit, but I was happy with the quick flip. Normally, I'm really happy with anything that sells within a couple of weeks of being listed. To me, that is considered a really great turnaround time. So yeah, those are great to see those really fast sales like that. Next is this pair of Land's End High Rise Structured Mom Jeans. So I love a good structured mom jean, and these were a size 4, and they sold full price for $32. Next was this pair of Free People booties, but they were very special. Normally, I don't do retail arbitrage. Retail arbitrage is when you're going to retail stores and buying items new to resell. In this case, I'd gone to Marshall's. I was shopping for something for myself, and I stumbled across these pair of boots that were really unique, and they caught my eye. I definitely couldn't not check them out. And it turned out that they were the Free People tie or collab with understated leather. They were like a croc embossed booty. They had a little bit of a square toe and this really fun horseshoe charm on the side. And when I looked up comps were amazing. So I did go ahead and purchase them, and they sold really fast for $95 via customer offer. Keep in mind that I did pay up for these, but it was still a great fast sale. Okay, next is this pair of Express Mia mid-rise distressed jeans. They were size 2. They sold quickly for $20. Now, I think I've talked about this before. Express is usually a brand that I don't pick up at my regular thrift stores because my regular Goodwill stores and Savers, they view Express as like a really valuable brand for some reason, and they mark it up a lot. So like I've seen Express jeans for sale around the $15 mark at Savers. And of course, I can't buy a pair of jeans for $15 at Savers and flip them for a profit. But I do like picking up Express if I can find it on like a super sale, like a bag sale at the bins, etc. Because it seems the trendier pieces do seem to do well. They just don't resell for a really high amount. Hope that makes sense. Next is another pair of Cork Ease booties. This was a tan leather ankle booty. They kind of had this like stacked heel that was almost like a wedge. It was super unique and fun. They were size 8.5, and they sold for $60 via customer offer. Definitely be on the lookout for Cork Ease. I think they're just such a great brand. They're comfortable. They're good quality. Yeah. So moving on was this Brighton shoulder bag. It kind of had a crest embossed design on the front, and it was a black leather bag. It sold for $30 via customer offer. I'm always on the lookout for Brighton belts, and I love a good Brighton bag as well. This next brand I'm going to try to pronounce correctly, or not with my accent, but it's Canadian brand Roots. Yeah, those double O's. Anyway, it was a new tag, pink modern leaf cap, and so just super cute. It sold really quickly for $13 via customer offer. And then we have this pair of Old Navy. They were the pixie pant, gingham, cropped leg, size 14, and they sold really quickly for $14 via offer to liker. Now, I think this is a great time for me to explain. I know if you've been watching for a while, you know that when I use offer to likers, I usually just send out that $1.80 shipping discount. I normally do not do the full shipping discount because on items like this, for instance, you know, I'm not going to send out a $14 offer with full shipping discount because that would eat way too much into my profits. But I do like to be able to send out those offers with the slight shipping discount. So that is how this pair of pants sold. And then next we have this Sheen Floral Maxi wrap dress. It was gorgeous. I love the floral design, and the wrap design too is one of my favorite styles, but it also had some great sleeves, kind of like a flutter sleeve. And it was a size extra small, and it sold for $16 via customer counter offer. This is another piece that we did go back and forth a little bit. Next we have this Anthropology Dolan yellow striped popover top. It was super cozy. I love the yellow. It's one of my favorite colors to actually find and pick up. It was a size medium, and it sold for $18 via offer to liker. Okay, next is fun because it was my first ugly sweater sale of the season. I did get my ugly sweaters listed, so this was a size small, and it did have a few faint stains and flaws, but it did sell quickly for $25 via customer offer. We also then have this another pair of mom jeans. This is a very basic brand. I don't think there really was like a well-known brand to this, but I'll pick up any great structured high-rise mom jean. This pair even had paint stains, and I still picked them up because of the style, not necessarily because there was no brand like Levi or Lee attached to it. It was just a very unknown name brand. Anyways, they were size 4, and they sold for $17 via customer offer. Then we have I think this is probably my favorite Coach bag, vintage Coach bag that I found so far. So it was a black leather, classic style, a little bit larger Coach bag than I normally find, but the structure, it still had its structure. Now, I feel like I love a good Coach bag, but sometimes they do lose a little bit of their structure over time, but this one was amazing, and it sold really fast for $75, and I was so happy to see it go off to its new home because it's just such a classic style. I know now, after being in the reselling world for a while, I really notice this types of bags and shoes, and of course just what people are wearing when I'm out and about, and I have been seeing a lot of vintage Coach bags when I'm out and about, just people of all ages carrying these bags, and I just think they're so classic, and I think they're just a great staple piece for any wardrobe. So keep your eye out for one, because I love mine personally. Next is another bag that I also really love, which is this Myra bag. It's like a boutique brand, but I have 2 of these bags myself, and I just love them. But this one was a canvas crossbody. It did kind of have like a pony hair, calf hair, like detail in there. But it sold together with this statement necklace. So it was kind of like a black stone gold flecked statement necklace. And together the bundle sold for $40. Next is another one of my faves, which is a pair of overalls. And this was the brand Forever 21. They had the patchwork kind of distressed design, a size 30, and they sold for $20 via customer offer really fast. So happy to see those go after their new home, and I always pick up overalls if I find them, usually no matter the condition. This next pair of little slippers was actually a kid's slipper. They're by the brand Acorn, and they had an embroidered owl on them. They were so adorable. And they sold in a bundle with a top that it had for a while. I did forget to write down how much the bundle sold for, so I'll just include it here on the screen. But yeah, I was so happy. Hopefully the little kid that got these just loves them. Next we have this REI mountain cap trucker hat, and this too was another bundle sale. So the hat sold in a bundle with this pair of Lucky brand booties. These booties have been listed just over a couple weeks, but really not that long. So I considered that to be a decently quick sale as well. Together, the bundle sold for $45. I was really happy to send those off to their new home. We have another hat. So I like finding hats or picking up hats, but I feel like I don't find them all that often. So when I do, I get excited. This was a Harley Davidson hat and just kind of a basic style. It did have some like factory distressing on it, but yeah, it was overall looked to be like never worn. It sold for $10 via customer offer. Then we have this pair of vintage, or I guess it wasn't a pair, it was a sweater. It was like a 90s OG teddy sweater, so kind of was like a fuzzy teddy bear sweater, but it had these great like block design, and it was size 1X, and it sold for $19 via offer to Liker. Then we have another Express item. So yeah, I love picking up trendy Express items when I can find them for a good deal. And this was an Express open front mild knit cardigan, size large, and it did sell for $25 via offer to Liker. We have another necklace. So necklaces or jewelry just in general, I like to find when I can find them, but I don't come across jewelry that often. When I do find jewelry, it's usually at like buy sell trade stores when they're having some sort of sale or discount. Otherwise, my Goodwill doesn't have like a jewelry counter. I don't know what they do with their jewelry, to be quite honest with you. But this was a Stella and Dot necklace. It was a great kind of color, like bib necklace, and it had kind of like a boho tribal design to it, and it sold for $18 via customer offer. And this next brand, I'm probably going to butcher the name of it, but I believe it's Tsubo. It was all capital letters, Tsubo, and they were a red leather Mary Jane style pump. Just such a great pop of color, and these sold full price for $45. So I was really happy to see, find that new brand, learn about it, and then sell it quickly. These next 4 sales are all items that I had relisted and then sold quickly. I kind of took a relisting break. I do have a video on that, and I'll link it down below. I kind of took a relisting hiatus just because I had a lot of new inventory that I was working through. But recently I felt the need to start relisting again. And these are all items that I've had actually for about a year. And this is the 3rd time I've relisted all of these items, and they've now sold, which is great. So you'll be shocked to learn that I've had this Patagonia sweater for almost a year. And yes, this is the 3rd time I've relisted it. I think just this chinchilla, probably saying that wrong. So I think the style of Patagonia is just a really basic style, and the color is also kind of basic. I know that the more of the printed ones do a little better, and I'm guessing that's why this is sat for a little bit. I just don't think it was a high demand, although the condition was great. I just don't think the style was high demand. It's a size medium, and it sold this go around for $55 via customer counter offer. Really just happy to see it move. Then we have this pair of Michael Kors. They're like a distressed wash jean, and they were size 2, and they sold for $25 via offer to Liker. Yeah, so when I relist, my strategy kind of is to relist at a little bit lower price, and once someone likes something that I've relisted, I send them an offer, because I don't want to hang on to the items any longer. Like, I'm relisting them to move them, not relisting them to continue to sit on them. So yeah, and then this next pair of jeans, another brand that's kind of shocking to still have had for quite a while, is Rag & Bone. This is a pair of Rag & Bone high-rise skinny jeans, so great style, great brand, but I've sat on these for nearly a year. They're size 25, and they sold this go-around for $38 via offer to Liker. And then this Gap pair of jeans, they were a 226 long, so maybe the size was kind of like odd. Maybe not everyone's looking for a pair of long jeans, but they were kind of a flare leg jean, like a slight flare leg, and they sold for $15 via offer to Liker. So Now we're moving on to eBay sales. I am in no way an eBay expert. I am very, very green to eBay. But yeah, I'm just excited to be learning something new. I feel like I know Poshmark, and I feel like I've really hit my threshold of what I can learn with Poshmark. And so eBay is a really good like learning experience. It's new, it's challenging, and it's going to take me a really long time to figure it out because it's just such a complicated beast. But I am really excited, and it's kind of made me more excited to work. So I think that it's serving its purpose. And I'm happy to report that I've sold some things. Could I probably be selling more if I knew how to properly use eBay? Sure. But I've sold some things, so that's great. And we'll get into these items. So this first blouse was a Charming Charlie floral ruffle neck semi-sheer blouse. It had some really just overall amazing details. And it was a size small, and it sold for $10 via offer, customer offer. This next top was a Ralph Lauren button-down gingham like flannel shirt. It was kind of a Western style, size 4, and it sold for $25 via customer offer as well. So I'm noticing even on eBay, I'm getting a lot of offers, or I've sent a couple offers, and that has also worked out. So similar to Poshmark in that sense. This next item is something that I had listed on Poshmark for quite a while, and it just wasn't getting any traction. So it was a soft surrounding chenille sweater. It was a size medium. I have heard that Soft Surroundings is a brand that does better overall on eBay, but to be honest, I'm just listing whatever I can over there. I'm not being picky about what brands. I might be being a little bit more picky on the styles. Like I'm currently not listing a lot of shoes because I do so well with shoes on Poshmark. And just for shipping reasons, I haven't been doing a lot of shoes on eBay. But as far as tops and stuff are concerned, I'm not discriminating against brands. I'm just listing what I can. So anyways, this Soft Surroundings sweater did sell for $30 via customer offer. This next top was a solitaire boho embroidered like peasant style blouse. It was a size large, and it sold for a $10 offer. This next piece was one of my favorites. It was a Zara like equestrian novelty print blouse, and it had a great ruffle neck detail. It was a size small and sold full price for $25. And then lastly, my last eBay sale was for November, the beginning of November here, was this Tahari green sheath dress, and it was a size 12, just a gorgeous, gorgeous dress. I'm hoping someone's wearing it to a holiday party, but it also sold for a $30 customer offer. So yeah, those are the eBay sales for this first half of November as well, and I'll be happy to report back to you on how eBay is doing later on in the month. So I hope you enjoyed seeing what items sold quickly in the first half of November, and of course don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and as always, I will see you next time.